Amy.
Hey, Taylor.
Merry holiday.
Happy merriness.
Happy season of merry holiday. It's time to reminisce about our childhood.
And we're going to inflict that upon you.
Yeah. So a big part of our childhood was being huge fans of Star Trek, specifically The Next Generation.
Yes.
Not gonna jump in to what's better
No.
in terms of Star Treks. That's just the one I imprinted on.
It's a personal choice.
Part of that imprinting involved the acquisition of toys. And because I don't throw away things for which I feel
I
nostalgic,
can't believe what we
I still have all my toys. We're going to play with them. That's the whole plan. This is Picard. The original series, Picard. He's not quite in the right color, but the first season the colors were a little different. It wasn't quite that.
Yeah, and it
Red
was the
yet.
spandex.
It was the one piece, and he's
onesie.
holding a phaser. I will say his knees bend nicely, so he's got degrees of freedom at shoulders, hips, and knees, and so he can sit quite well. Oh. It's like a little...
It looks like a bird.
I look like Mary Poppins.
Situation.
Make it so. Yeah. Okay, so
Make it so.
of this series, I had Picard, Riker, pre-beard,
Yes.
and both of them are holding a phaser in their right hand. Data, who is holding a phaser in his left hand, which is correct because Brent Spiner
I was
is
going to say, I
left-handed.
think Brent Spiner's left-handed is the thing I know.
And then Geordi and Worf, who are A, still in red for the first season, and B, also holding the phasers in their left hand, which I don't know is right. So what did I do with this collection of dudes?
It's just a collection of dudes.
And I had Princess Leia play the role of Counselor Troy, because she's about the right size.
Yeah, she really blends in.
Yeah.
Oh, something Troy might wear.
The other thing they did with these that I think is kind of neat,
Waxana.
their relative heights are correct. Time passes and I get more action figures because they come out with new ones from later seasons. I get Captain Picard. Yeah, it's very different now.
Yeah.
The color has changed. It's clearly the two-piece uniform. We've lost the degrees of freedom in our knees. We do not have bendy knees. We do have bendy shoulders and hips, but he can't sit except like this. So this sort of loses some of its Mary Poppins charm.
Be a whole different Star Trek.
Here's Riker. We've grown the beard, but we still have the correct height ratio.
So there's ups and downs on the...
Grow the beard. Now, then I have this one who looks almost identical to this one, but he's got degrees of freedom in his elbows and knees.
Yeah.
Did we solve the sitting problem? Not really.
We can man spread.
That's appropriate for Riker.
don't
Riker
wanna
who
sit him
always
up.
sits like that.
That's true.
In a chair.
You don't want to sit beside these guys on the subway.
Yeah. Wesley Crusher.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton is also the only one that I have who has a built-in
Oh, he's got a little baggie.
holder
For his tricorder.
for his tricorder. The tricorders, however, were A, open, and B, inexplicably hot pink. I got Geordi LaForge. He has gotten his new uniform. He's gotten his new... Oh, no, he's gotten his visor off, so this would have been the first movie series.
I was going to say, or I wasn't sure if we just the visor was gone, but it was the first
No,
one.
no.
The fancy
this was,
eyes.
Yeah, this was... So here we have Mr. LaForge. He does not have knees or elbows that work, but I think this looks great.
Yeah.
I no longer need Princess Leia to stand in, because I've got Deanna Troi, and I've got Dr. Crusher, and I've got Dr. Crusher with her jacket on.
Yes.
I don't remember the uniform being quite that high cut. This series came with phasers that were firing. So you could put that in their Kung Fu grip hand, but it looks really
Lightsaber?
like a lightsaber.
Which I was like, is that on purpose? Were
Yeah.
they like, well, let's...
Well, and their hands aren't holding it at the right angle to fire it.
Don't points out they give me Wrecker.
What does this have to do with Christmas?
Everything.
I'm glad you asked.
You say.
A, I got most of these for Christmas as Christmas presents through the years. And B,
As per tradition.
drum roll please, we're gonna decorate a Christmas tree with all of the Star Trek figures.
Hey, but this is a box.
I'm gonna open it. We're gonna unbox the tree. It's beginning to look a lot like Star Trek. Everywhere you go, take a look at the Enterprise at such an enormous size, with phaser banks and plasma shields that glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Star Trek. Data has the con, but the prettiest sight to see is the Klingon who will be at security. I made this ornament at my college dorm.
I love it.
Thank you.
I do, I love it.
Did I save it? I did.
Or is it though?
A pair of gravity boots and a phaser that shoots is the wish of Riker and Yar. A holodeck jaunt and a Tigre hut is the hope of Jean-Luc Picard. And Geordi's engineering feats with Wesley start again. It's oh hell. Now we add the action figures. The trick to decorating a tree with action figures is that you're using a fake tree. So all the little limbs are made out of metal that will bend. So you just, you know, wrap it around an arm. Photon torpedoes. Okay, so we've got the action figures in. So now we can add things like the Enterprise.
Saucer section deploy. Enterprise D.
My tricorder. It was working 5 minutes ago. Come on, Ziggy. Oh, there.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Nice.
It's got sound effects. Wait, hang on. Where are the buttons? They're buttons. This needs a little repair. My phaser.
We'll recap it.
Interestingly, also no batteries and left-handed. Ah! Now, obviously, we put all of the things on one side, the side facing the camera, but
It all makes sense.
Happy Merry.
I hope everyone has a great season.
Love you guys.
Love you.
We'll see you next year.
Wanna do it?
Yeah.
Do it.
All right, hang on.
You got it?
Boop.